Okay, so today's video, we are looking at a channel called Goose Pimples. We love Goose Pimples. The video itself is titled 6 Ghost Videos Scarier Than Your Morning Hair. Okay, but before we do that, I just wanted to say, guys, thank you so much for the love that I received on my live stream. And if you haven't watched that yet, I would really recommend just going at any point during the video, and I guarantee you I'm going to be absolutely terrified. And also for the love that I've had on the last few videos that I've posted as well. I really do appreciate it. I've had some really nice comments from sort of existing subscribers and some new subscribers as well, which is really cool. So thank you. But guys, if you do like the video, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Goose Pimples or Goosey P.
Number 6.
This is an older video, and I'm kind of worried about it.
Performing a ritual to expel what they believed was an evil entity from this house.
Great
With
start.
everything set
Great
up and
start.
good to go, they figured the holy aura around the room would keep them safe. But it's never that simple, is it? Just as they started to feel like the thick, oppressive haze had finally cleared, they got hit with a real paranormal punch in the face.
Okay. How bad could it be? Oh, good. What a silly question to ask in that moment. I still haven't, regained my calm since playing that game the other day. And for those who haven't watched that video, find the live stream that I did. Literally click anywhere. You could go to the middle part of the video, about an hour in or whatever. I'm scared from start to finish. And I streamed for about 2.5 hours. That was terrifying. I'm still not okay. Still not okay.
The video description claims that this was the work of some sort of jinn. Whatever it was that did this, it had to have been strong. The whole door came off at the hinge.
Hey, it looked like the underworld in there.
Exploded. If there are spirits with that amount of mind,
Do you know what I mean? It looked like there was
then haunted houses must look like
demons.
WWE when you aren't looking. The Poltergeist told me you enjoy scary videos like this, but don't subscribe just yet.
Poltergeist don't know nothing about
At
me.
the end of this scary compilation. Number 5.
What?
Last Orders. Working in a bar comes with a long list of responsibilities. And for the people who work at this bar in particular, some expectations are on this side of the paranormal. While usually bar staff only have to worry about themselves causing a ruckus, these guys appear to have an invisible liability built into the bar.
What? Wait, have we seen this one? Or is... Bro, their faces then, when it happened, look at just how unfazed they are. Like, this happens all the time. Look. Oh, look, it was just Larry again. No, mate, I don't care how many times I've witnessed it. The first time is the last time.
The same thing seems to happen while someone is behind the bar too, in almost exactly the same place.
Smashing.
And there was yet another similar instance in the same part of the bar.
There's got a... I'm trying to think of anything.
Reasons, which is why the sign falling over is difficult to comment on. But
Yeah.
look at the glasses specifically. In bars, glasses are placed on non-slip mats to prevent exactly what you've just watched from happening. And surely if the glasses fell because the shelves were slanted, more than one at a time would fall to the ground.
I need to sneeze.
According to the OP in the comments, for years
Anyone's hay fever started already? Because I feel like mine's working its way in.
on end, the staff in the hotel where these videos were taken have been saying there's something not quite right lurking in the walls. But they also said that they have never felt scared, or as though something else was there with them, no matter how late.
Also, in the beginning, the person behind... Wait. Sorry, it's far too early. Right. Also, in the beginning, one person walking behind the wall doesn't seem to be walking. He seems to be floating. Something about the way he moves. Surely that's got to be a song, isn't it? Something about the way he moves. Anyway, I have many extremely late nights in this bar and made some weird food combinations in the kitchen while drunk, and never have I felt scared or thought there might be a ghost. Explain it then.
Late at night they stayed, so what could be going on?
Because he was right next to it.
Home sweet home.
Which would mean that that thing's right next to
When
you.
this woman got back home after a long day, she wanted nothing more than to see her children and relax. She tiptoed as delicately as she could towards the bedroom door, ready to see her angels. When she noticed something. One word echoed around the house, one she was used to hearing, but not like that. Mama. Her mouth turned dry and bitter, and her throat tightened as she listened to what was once the sweetest sound she had ever heard become unrecognizable. She shook it off.
Oh no, hold on. Is this French woman? I can't remember for the life of me what her name is, but we see her all the time. Her house, I don't know if it's fake. I mean, I'm assuming it is, just because of some of the stuff that I've seen. But it doesn't matter, mate. These videos are horrendous.
But she took out her phone camera and hit record for peace of mind when she caught this.
Hold on. Right. Let's listen to... How can I say this? Let's listen to the sound that it makes when it says mama. It sounds like some form of CD player or something playing out loud. Let's listen quickly. It sounds very hollow. I don't know how to... Like, all the bass has been taken out of the voice. It's really... I don't know. Let's just listen for a second. Oh my god, is that a shadow there? I mean, look, I'm still saying that that's a CD player, but what the hell is that? Oh, it's not a shadow, it's someone... Yeah, see, look, there's even a CD... Oh, there we go. There's even a CD player there, mate. I'm calling it. That doesn't... I mean, this is horrible, to be fair, but... One thing I will say, it's not difficult to hide a radio or hide a speaker or hide something, you know what I mean? And how hollow that mama was, it sounded like it was being played through something with poor quality speakers. I know that sounds really weird to be able to identify that noise, but I've had some really cheap radios in the past. So I don't know, it just sounds exactly like that. Maybe you'll agree, maybe you won't.
She claims...
I had some comments recently, and I think one of them was Julia. And shout out Julia, by the way. And I'm pretty sure, I can't remember the way that it was worded, that I think someone had raised the point that I'm sort of questioning things more now than I have done previously. And I think that's just because after watching, I don't know, hundreds of these videos, I think that you just start to kind of see similarities in certain things when you know that certain videos are faked. But I can't remember the way that it was worded, but it was like, I'm a terrified skeptic or something like that. Like, even if I know the video is fake, I'll still just be a baby, pretty much. And yeah, it made me laugh.
That the warbling
Shout out
child
Julia.
voice was an entity that took the form and the voice of a young daughter. And one watch of this video,
I don't know, man.
There wasn't anyone inside that room. But this woman's story...
Oh yeah,
goes much
Rosanna,
deeper
that's
than one
it.
video, because she has been struggling with a powerful presence in her home for a long, long time. She claims that the activity on this scale happens every 2 to 3 days. She calls these days her days of respite, personalizing this entity as he. She believes that he must have some sort of demonic power.
She could call it
the form of
her days of normal if she moved house.
While resting in bed at stupid o'clock, she started hearing noises coming up from her children's room again. Unable to pull herself up from bed at first,
who am I to talk
she
sense?
started recording.
Hold on, I know what this says. Because she's French, by the way. Quête chose jouer avec ma peur. That means this thing plays with my fear. Yeah, I cheated. I didn't even... Do you know what? I only realised after about halfway through reading this that it was there. I need to seriously wake up. I'm recording this early on Sunday morning, by the way. So happy Sunday. I hope everyone's had a good weekend. Oh my God. Why do I feel like I've not seen this clip before? Doors shutting are the most simple thing to fake, and yet they're still so scary. All I can think about is this video game, bro, that I played the other day. Anyone who's interested, if you don't want to watch the live stream, play a game on Steam, on the PC, called The Mortuary Assistant. Oh my God. If you want to not sleep for the foreseeable future, play that game. I dare you. Jesus Christ, that opened a bit too fast when I unpaused it. That is the problem with these, like, wooden floorboards, mate. Every part of the room becomes a creak. But you can identify where the noise is coming from. Why is this? What the... I don't... Why did that... Why? Just... What was the point in that?
This entity definitely seems to favour the area where the
I
children
feel like that annoyed me more than it scared me.
According to some of the video descriptions, this woman has been dealing with activity much like this for far too long. And no matter how many times she tries to stay away by sending the children to their dads, getting a hotel room and staying there for as long as she can, she somehow always ends up back at home watching her furniture fly around the room.
Hold on. C'est la à la fin on le tend, probably. J'ai fini le nuit sur Louis Parlier. I spent the rest of the night on the landing. On today's show of That Sentence Made No Sense. The Rocking Horse. Mate, I don't like the footsteps, mate. Like, if you're trying to sneak up on someone, like, you might as well run. They know you're coming. It's going to be under the bed, isn't it? Wait, have we seen this clip before? I can't have known that, surely. Unless we've seen it. Subconsciously, I've seen this. I'm waiting for there to be someone behind the door, like, hello. Oh my God, we have seen this before. I remember that noise. Oh.
There even came a time when she felt the entity was actively laughing at her fear, and she called in a priest.
It sounds like it's like...
prayers or salt circles could stop whatever was tormenting this woman's life.
I am sorry. I am sorry. What the hell are you? Oh, I just remembered as well. She's got that like mannequin doll's head and it spins. Yeah, we've definitely seen this before. I'm not going to do the French words because I don't want to be offensive. And I know I'm butchering every single word. Where's that doll's head thing? That thing can do one as well. Wait, is this the part where... Oh, yeah? Do you know any Justin Bieber?
She resorted to sleeping in the living room so she didn't have to look directly into the smaller bedroom at night.
What the... Hold on!
So she didn't have to look directly into the smaller...
Was it... I'm sorry. The wave of shiver that just went through my body. I need to be able to pause it. Is that someone... Hold on. Keep looking up through this crack. I won't be able to pause it in time because I've got the reactions of a dead cat. So
she didn't have to look directly into the small...
Is that someone in there? Do you know what? We can agree to disagree.
Bedroom at night. But her
relocating
didn't do anything to quell the paranormal.
I need to be able to get my legs up higher so I can show you the pins, not pins and needles. What's it called?
The activity became much more physical.
Goose pimples, goosebumps.
She was finding strange blood-like liquids in different areas of the house, but specifically the fireplace. When bloody substances leak through walls, it doesn't tend to spark very many positive thoughts. And jumping straight to demonic intervention isn't too much of a stretch in all honesty, especially considering the rest of
There's the bloody head, look at it. Oh my god. It looks like a character out of, I don't know, like Futurama or something. Why is it there, mate?
Just has of the hellscape that she calls her home.
Why are we still here? What is that, a rabbit? She's a rabbit. Surely that ain't the rabbit making that noise. Rabbit sounds awfully like a cat. I'm gonna guess that's a cat, not a rabbit. Oh my. Oh, it's a rabbit, mate. Look at it.
You know by now that animals are famously sensitive to the paranormal, and this cat spent almost every day watching out for entities, especially after a few more priests were called
I don't want to hear
attempt
anything.
to bless the place.
I don't want to see a single comment.
That only made the atmosphere even heavier.
We're just going to pretend that that didn't happen. This video has been removed because the ending is too violent. What do you mean? So I'm going to create a telegram where I put the phenomena that may be shocking to some. Sounds like she's trying to sell you something, to be honest. Personally, but... I don't know, man. You know when someone just takes it a little bit too far? It smells awful. What drawer is that?
Apparently, during the time this video was taken, alongside all of the horror you see play out there, she was plagued with the stench of rot and items being smashed and broken continuously. And to add insult to injury, this entity appeared to gain a little more confidence and began speaking to her.
What do you mean? Well, because it flushed the toilet, that's it speaking. Hey, how are you? Where did it speak to her then? I don't want to watch this bit. Bonjour. Hold on.
If you haven't spent any time brushing up on your French, the word he said...
Was that noise? Hold on. That noise was from oh, what's the show called? Why can't I remember the show? I literally watch it sometimes. You'll know the noise. That noise, I swear that's from a show, like a crime Oh, what is it called?
If you haven't spent any time brushing up on your French, the word he said translates directly to come.
Mate, I feel like there's people screaming at their screen right now. I can't remember it. I actually can't remember what it's called, and I watch it all the time. It's like, it's something Major Crimes Unit or something. I can't remember. What is it called, mate? This is well going to wind me up.
On its own right afterwards is one of the most bone-chilling
In like
things
10 minutes time, I'm just going to randomly scream a name.
Claims to have begun suffering from blackouts,
and it's just going to mean nothing.
Shadows flit around her home. The blackouts happened while she was in the street as well as inside.
What is it
the
called?
Walls. So this thing latched onto her hard and seems hell-bent on her never getting a good night's rest.
2 hours later.
Oh, the bloody face is there. But I remembered it. Law and Order. Look at me go. I bet you're all sitting there going, yeah, I said that 5 minutes ago. Look at the head on that thing, mate. Oh, honestly, you just go on. You'd boot it, wouldn't you? You wouldn't even give it a chance. You would just double foot it straight into the corner of the room. That looks like a massive tea bag. Trust a British person to think something looks like a tea bag. I hear music. I don't know where it's coming from. I do as well. Well, the fact that it sounds like a kid's toy, I'm going to say... The kids' room. There's that noise again, the Law and Order noise. I don't want anyone to tell me that ain't the Law and Order noise, because it is. Dung dung. Is that just a middle finger? Was that a middle finger? Watch. It's like, Rosanna, I'm coming. I don't know what's happening to me. The video going to stay like that for hours.
A few comments pointed out the strange face-like pattern visible on the back stand near the door. Some think it's proof of a demonic entity, and others think it's proof that this is all a big steaming lie. That something so obvious immediately denoted everything else she had caught. But realistically, there's no way to know.
It's like Groot.
She could have put all this together with some time, patience, a stereo, and a lot of
she has a rabbit that makes cat noises.
So
weirdo.
much, and for so long? Would someone put on a show at such a huge scale so consistently just for some social media likes?
Yes, they would.
Or could this really be this?
Because guess what? Unfortunately, I say unfortunately, but if you get big enough on something like TikTok and you are consistently getting hundreds of thousands of views, then you are making a serious amount of money. I can tell you that categorically. People do that, and it just ruins it for everyone else. It can be entertaining sometimes, don't get me wrong, it can, and it creates good top fives, but when they're not done well, you know, like, and it sounded really hollow, like it came out of a poor sounding quality speaker. It's like, come on, man, if you're going to fake something, at least do it properly.
Woman's cry for help.
Unless she's being haunted by a poor sounding quality radio.
The people in this neighborhood were doing whatever it is that families do to pass the time in the early afternoon.
Headstands.
Doing chores, hobbies, or even just looking up at the sky. But those who did the latter felt
can't do that in the UK right now, can you?
Their eyes when they realized something other than the rays of sunshine were flying towards them.
Yo, I've seen this. Does anyone... Was this real?
A certain Hitchcock film comes to mind watching this clip, doesn't it? Flocks of birds can do a lot.
A certain Hitchcock film comes to mind. I'm sorry. That was 1963. I can tell you right now, unfortunately, that did not come to my mind. The only thing that came to my mind in that moment was I would hate to be stood there.
To damage when they have strength in numbers, and they definitely have the ability to leave anyone trembling whilst reaching for the...
Could you imagine being stood there and they would just fall on you?
Out of arriving like that. But why would such
I'd be sick everywhere.
Birds essentially catapult themselves to the ground for no real reason? Are they fake? Do they work for the bourgeoisie? Or is there another reason they're acting so strange?
They fell out of the sky.
Number 2.
I'm not being funny. Like, birds are quite famously known for flying, not falling. Actually, I guess you could say gliding. That is a form of falling. It's like Buzz Lightyear. He was never flying, he was falling with style.
Scared.
Could be.
While taking part in a little at-home tattoo session, these women got the shock of their lives.
Well, I'd
And
love an
no,
at-home
it's
tattoo
not
session.
thinking. No needles went near any skin from what we can tell. But there were nearly chairs and tables embedded into the wall instead after what went down. Take a look at the home security footage caught while this tattoo went horribly wrong.
The tattoo went horribly wrong. Is the tattoo artist trying to blame a ghost? And hold on, why does that look like a face on the floor?
Especially like if I like blend it in, I'm like what's up? What happened? That the table just moved. What the fuck do you mean the table just moved? It just fucking moved. In the name of
No, hold the what is this shadow coming down? Like, have a look.
It just fucking moved. In the name of Jesus, leave us the fuck alone.
No, if that ain't the coolest fucking sentence you've ever heard in your life, then I have no idea what is.
In the name of Jesus, leave us the fuck alone.
Unreal.
What do you mean? I swear to God.
Mate, that looked
The
pretty
table being on wheels could explain a little bit
convincing.
of movement, but it wouldn't slide around that
In the name of
without
Jesus!
some kind of physical interaction. It also wouldn't impact the chair that was sliding around.
It's unreal.
You could say it's the work of strings, but
How hilarious is this? I'm sorry to keep pausing it. Watch this woman. This woman's like, nah. She bolts off this way. This woman goes, I don't know where I'm going. I'm guessing it ain't her house, but she's like, I'm going that way. She's like, nah, screw it. I'm going that way.
packed the chair that was sliding around on the other side of the room.
Oh,
You could
fuck
say
this,
it's the work
no.
of strings, but where are they being pulled from? The room is an enclosed space, and the table and chair were pulled hard. Maybe it was the ghost of a health and safety officer surveying the scene, or some slanted flooring perhaps.
Could you imagine?
It was scary enough to get the woman calling for Jesus, so...
That is, I'm not going to lie, that is my... I wish I could put that as the title.
When
That
this
was
guy came back from his
unbelievable.
break, he expected to jump right out of the pan and into the fire, as it often feels when it comes to working in the kitchen, but he was perplexed by a rare sight, a totally empty kitchen area. He sensed something wasn't quite right, because while he couldn't see anyone, he could feel the sickly burning sensation in the back of your neck and head that you only feel when you know someone or something is watching you. Assuming the worst, he pulled out his phone to record
That's
as he
weird.
ran for the nearest exit.
Oh, I
What
want
he
people to be
ended up
watching me.
catching was not a maniac in a mask,
The video, not in real life.
nor was it a home.
What do you do? Oh my God, I just thought of a horrible scenario. What do you actually do if you've gone about your day as normal, you've woken up, you've gone about your morning routine, you've gotten ready and all this sort of stuff, you leave the house and everywhere you are walking, every single person that is there is staring at you. I'd have to check that I'd put my trousers on just in case I'd forgotten. Like, that's not a regular occurrence of mine, but...
Or even an animal who had stumbled in by chance. No, he caught something so mind-bogglingly terrifying that all he could do was watch while he quivered.
What writing is that? Because that's quite cool, actually. No way, bro. I do not believe this for 1 minute. Or do I? This reminds me of that theory that you can be like between dimensions in a way where like there's someone doing the work, i.e. there. Like, obviously he's in a dimension where... Maybe not, don't worry. I just think this is fake. There's no time for singing, mate. I really want to know what writing that is. That is so cool.
Talk about skeleton stuff. The ladle is being moved around the bowl.
He probably did say where it was, but I never
While this is
listened.
possible to fake using
Typical
string,
man.
it would be pretty difficult to make it go around in such a smooth circle, right? There's also nowhere for anyone to hide, really. For the parts to be moved with strings, which seems to be the most obvious conclusion to draw, people would have to be situated above the kitchen. So where are they? Strapped to the ceiling? Most likely not.
It's not necessarily
So what
true.
the
There are
hell
ways
is
of doing
going
it, but... Oh. Whoa! There's an echo. Whoa! Goose. Pimples, mate. That is a 7-month-old video. And I really, really enjoyed it. I don't know why we've never watched... I've seen a couple of the clips, but I don't think I've ever watched that video. It didn't say that it was watched on my channel, so... That was really good. I enjoyed that. Jesse, thank you very much for the recommendation. You're a legend. Guys, if you did enjoy that video, do me a favor. Like the video. Subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more live streams as well. We need to get some more people on them because that was actually really fun and I think that people would enjoy them just because it was like literally 2 hours of me being so terrified. And also, just to let you guys know, I had a spooky movie fan, or Amy, reach out to me and say that she would like me to create some form of like hoodie with like my like IJA or I'm Just Adam logo or something on it. So I'm actually going to look into doing it. I'm going to look into, I don't just want any old crappy rubbish hoodie or anything like that. And I'm going to try and do it where I can source them with really good quality, but also at like a really low price as well. Because if I can't, it's one of those ones, if I can't get it for a reasonable enough price, then I'm just not going to do it because I don't want to pay like 40, 50 pound for a hoodie when like realistically there should be like 20, 25 pounds. You know what I mean? So I'm going to try and do it. And for anyone who's interested, I'll let you know, I guess, if and when it happens. But yeah, if you like the video, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.